Welcome back to another video. So today we're diving deep into what it means to set your own standards and find flow. So what if today I told you you will finally understand how to find your own path and you will finally succeed in whatever you want to have in your own life? Well, that's the meaning of setting your standards and finding flow. Because the main thing we do when we want to achieve a certain dream or we start pursuing a certain path, we start asking this question: what is the definition of success? Well, here's a fun fact: there is no definition for success, and that's the most ridiculous question you can ask. Because success is defined by you, who you are, what you want, what are the challenges that you overcome to define yourself as being successful. What is the type of career or the type of dream or the type of life that you envision yourself in that you define as successful? And see, the problem is right now is we're being influenced by a lot of external factors, particularly social media, and social media is letting a lot of people think that whatever dreams they have are meaningless. Why? Because right now, the most hot topics, let's say, are the hustle culture and the wellness culture. So, hustle culture is basically becoming an entrepreneur. You find out these random reels that you have a lot of resources around you, you're not optimizing them, you're not utilizing social media, you're not taking advantage of the opportunities given to you. And that's why you are a failure, let's say, or that you are being put in a position in your life that you're wasting your life away, when that's not the truth at all. Now, yes, we do have many resources around us, and we do have a lot of opportunities and things we can take advantage of to utilize in our own success in life. But the answer to your dreams or your success in life is not necessarily becoming an entrepreneur. Okay? Now, the great thing about these type of topics, let's say the hustle culture or the wellness culture, is that they are definitely an inspiration for many of us. There are many people in life who want to pursue the same path, but they couldn't because they didn't have that push. They didn't have someone that tells them that yes, it does work. If you put in the actual actions needed in order to pursue that dream, you will definitely succeed. And you will never lose anything if you try to pursue a type of path that includes a lot of hard work, perseverance, and patience. You will never lose anything if you finally take a chance on your dreams. So they definitely are a great inspiration, and many of us really need that type of wake up call, let's say, tone in expressing you need to achieve your dream, you need to finally work into it. But what we fail to understand is that we get so influenced by these topics, or let's say these cultures, to the point that we forget that maybe this is not my dream. Recently I read a statement that says, every day we are being sold a dream that is not ours. Finally, a wake up call to many of us. Just because you see that dream of a certain person online does not mean that it's also your own dream. And just because you see that person, let's say, becoming so successful in your opinion, online, or like because they followed that certain path, it does not mean that your dream is meaningless. Okay? The problem is we do not know right now how to really differentiate between these things, how to feel inspired by them to go through probably the same path, or how to understand that they are great as an inspiration for the people who are meant to walk through that path without being influenced to the point that defining your dream is meaningless because of what you see online. The thing is, if you have a dream that is very simple, let's say you want to finish university and you have a certain career path you want to follow, and you want to go into, let's say, a great 9 to 5, you start working on your skills and you start slowly climbing up the corporate ladder. That's a very beautiful dream to have. That's not meaningless at all. Just because it's not part of the hustle culture or the wellness culture that we see online doesn't make it any less unique or any less beautiful. Okay? And in terms of the wellness culture, a lot of people believe that the wellness is just eating healthy, exercising, going to Pilates, drinking matcha, these hot topics or trends that you see online. They are definitely great wellness habits and they do have a great effect on the body and your lifestyle, but they are not the only types of wellness to have. See, a lot of the standards that you see online, they are very societal based standards. They were put by different people online to the point that many people think that these are the only standards. No, they are not. See, the funny thing here is you see these people online and sometimes you feel inspired by them and sometimes you feel like, no, I'm a failure because of what they're doing. When in reality, they are doing the thing that you are missing, which is setting your own standards and finding the flow, as mentioned in the beginning. These people, they finally understood what they want in life. They finally understood what is their standards of success. And they chose whatever they discovered about themselves as a challenge in order to reach the dream that they have right now that you see. Okay? They challenged themselves to achieve that dream. They challenged their standards, their flow. They have patience, perseverance, and they took all the necessary steps to make the type of life that is meaningful and successful in their opinion. And right now, because you are so lost in this type of culture to the point that you are really drained of what you see, and you are putting all these negative emotions within you that I'm a failure because I'm not that, you are missing the key ingredient, which is setting your own standards and finding that flow within your life to achieve that dream. Okay? That's the only thing you're missing. That's really the key to finally achieving a life that is meaningful and precious to you. You know, we forget at some point that this is my life, they're my own choices, and whatever I choose to do, it's all on me. The type of consequences that I may face, the blessing that I will have, whatever it is, it's your own life and it's your own choices. Do not get lost in that influence of others. Feel inspired by them, okay? Take into account whatever things they use to achieve their dreams. Use them as mentors, but do not get influenced by their standards that you see online. Because there are standards, as I said, that they set for themselves, and they try to influence the people who want to have the same path. They give them, let's say, the push they need, they give them the steps that they may need in order to achieve that dream. But if it's not yours, then do not get lost in it. Okay? Finally, take the time to understand that yes, it's my own life. They are my own choices. And I will finally sit down and understand what I want in my life and what are the challenges, routines, or habits that I want to have in my own life to finally gain the success and the meaningful life that I want to achieve. So, when you are setting your standards, the standards of success, they can be many things. Um, they can be a standard of, like, let's say you have a course you want to take, and by the end of year 2025 you want to finish that course. You want to learn as much as you can from it, and it's a goal that you will finally tick off as being achieved. That's a standard of success. Okay, that's a standard that you set for yourself, and you are challenging yourself by pushing your limits, managing your time, waking up maybe earlier than your usual routine in order to achieve that type of goal. So, this is a standard for success that you set for yourself, and you're challenging yourself to finally achieve it. Another main ingredient in setting your standards is finding your flow. What is the meaning of flow here? So, as I said, you set that goal for finishing that course by the end of year 2025. The type of flow that you need to have is the actions needed to set in your routine in order to achieve that goal. So, what does that mean? Let's say you set 3 hours on Saturday, on the weekend, in order to dedicate it to that course. 3 hours of your day. That's a flow. The flow is something that needs to be done at a certain time or point throughout your day in order to achieve a certain goal. Your flow is basically, it sets your whole week. You set yourself into a motion of going through your week and achieving your daily tasks while knowing that on that day, at this certain time, I need to dedicate 3 hours to that goal. So you have a flow, you have something that you go through every single day, and you finish right on time with a set standards. And your flow can be something as waking up earlier, let's say, adding a new habit to your routine. The flow is just anything that helps you achieve that goal while maintaining momentum. You constantly wake up every day and you go through that flow in order to achieve that type of dream or goal you have at the end of the year, at the end of the month, whatever time setting you choose. My advice for you today is that I know it may seem strange that, okay, we're talking about setting my standards, but here I am being a content creator and trying to help you through that type of phase. Sharing a personal story here that being a content creator and trying to help people with my experiences, going deeply into psychology and scientifically in order to help people achieve their own dreams and goals and finally live a life that is meaningful to them. That has been my dream from a long time. I had that dream since I was 10 years old, and I was always avoiding it. I finally had that push to respond to my calling of becoming a content creator. See, the key thing here is that, as I said, it's my dream. It's something that I wished for. And I finally had that push to go through the actions needed to follow that dream. So at the end of the day, no matter what is the outcome of it, whatever information I set forth, I have a certain standards of success that I set for myself. I have certain challenges that I choose to overcome because it's my life, it's my choice, and it's my definition of success. So my advice for you today is that I hope you find inspiration to understand whatever type of goal you have, whatever type of dream you have, it's your own dream. Do not get lost in that judgment. Do not get lost in this influence that you see online. No, take the time, set your standards, no matter how simple they may be. And finally, find that flow towards achieving that dream. And trust me, your blessings are not far away from you right now. If you finally take these steps, your blessings are actually on the way. Whatever challenges you have on the way, you will be able to overcome. Just finally trust in yourself and in your own dream to finally take the actions to pursue it. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you next Friday. Bye!